everyone to the Side Draft Podcast, and also welcome to our Xfinity Series race review from Texas Motor Speedway. And of course, Kyle Busch gets another win in the Xfinity Series, career win number 95 in the Xfinity Series.
Yes, we're creeping up on 100. Somehow you pulled no one off.
So stage one started off. Christopher Bell would win the pole. Really impressive out there. I thought easily Kyle Busch would just cruise onto a pole, and but no, Christopher Bell would get the pole and he'd get the first pit stall for Bristol next week.
That's a really big for next week at Bristol. Really showing some strength on qualifying, and Christopher Bell continues to impress.
And then it'd be Bell versus Brandon Jones on the start. Bell would lead lap 1, and then on lap 1, Jeremy Clements would spin. So
you can't get through lap 1.
Much like the Truck Series, a lot of spins and crashes.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody's really loose or something. I ain't sure.
Maybe it's because of the traction compound that the cars just wasn't stable.
Yeah.
Then Christopher Bell would just dominate the stage and win stage number 1.
Stage number 1.
A lot of stage wins this year.
Yeah, he's continuing to rack them up.
So stage 2, Kyle Busch would lead off pit road. And then Christopher Bell would be too fast entering. It's going to be fun. It was fun to watch him dice through the field and get back up there, though.
I guess he's getting some practice trying to see how many cars he can pass.
Yeah. I get bored leading all them laps. So.
Yeah, I ain't got no cars to pass.
Yeah.
Put him back here in the back and see how many I can pass.
Then Brandon Jones would take a little souvenir out of the pits. He'd take the jack with him. Took it for a little lap around.
Yeah, he needs a little extra equipment on the track, so he needs some better traction out there.
Yeah. It'd be Kyle Busch versus Tyler Reddick on the restart. Busch would take the lead. Cole Custer would get the second. And not long after that, the 66 of Hill and 52 of David Starr would crash. And we saw a lot of cautions today.
A lot of cautions.
And then it'd be Busch versus Custer on the restart. And then this is surprising. Brad Keselowski would get into the wall a little bit and end his day.
I ain't sure if he just got loose or what it was. Somebody's car just wasn't very stable.
It seemed like if you're under someone, you'd get really loose, and then there's a high chance of taking you and another guy out.
Yeah, for some reason, side draft ain't very good at Texas.
Yeah, we just ain't very good. Then Noah Gragson would take the lead from Busch on the next restart, which was really impressive out of him.
Yeah, really impressive with Junior Motorsports. They're really showing some strengths here. Yeah, it's really good to see Gragson leading some laps.
And then Austin Cindric would get loose and vary off the pace. The 07 would crash with 10 to go in the stage, which called for a lot of pit strategy. Who would stay out and get some stage points, who would come in and get some fresh tires so they'll stay out in the next stage or when the stage starts. Then it would be Ryan Sieg, Ross Chastain, Justin Haley staying out. And we all thought, they'd fall back, maybe still get a top 10 finish, but they would not win the stage. But no, that was wrong. Ryan Sieg would win the stage. First stage win ever.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome by that team. It really showing some strengths. And how about Ryan Sieg? I mean, he's really doing very well this year.
Yeah, I believe he's like 9th in the standings, so he's got a real shot at getting the win.
Yeah, it's really strong, that team. They just continue to getting better and better.
So on the start, it would be Reddick versus Busch. And then Christopher Bell would shoot through everyone, and he would take the lead.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Then Tyler Reddick would pass Kyle Busch for second. It was like, what's happening?
Yeah. What's going on with Kyle?
It's still the two guys who is, showing week to week that they are faster than Kyle Busch, but they just can't get it done, really.
Yeah, they get to the race pretty well, but as far as in the race, they just can't quite get that. This a little extra stuff. So.
Then Reddick would get up there to challenge Bell for the lead, and then Cole Custer and Allgaier would get loose. Cole Custer manages to miss him. So a lot of loose race cars.
Very lot. We could never get them tightened up for some reason.
Tyler Reddick would lead off pit road. Then it'd be Bell versus Reddick. Reddick would take the lead. And then Cole Custer and Brandon Jones would spin.
Yeah, I ain't sure what happened there. They just got at each other and pretty much the end of the day, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like almost the same thing we saw at Las Vegas, even though Cole Custer didn't dodge it this time. So just you get underneath somebody, and then you get loose and then into them. So not much you can do there.
Yeah, Brandon Jones ain't having very good luck this year as far as the wrecks.
Yeah, he's got some speed. He just doesn't have the luck with it. So if he can find the luck somewhere, find a 4-leaf clover outside of the racetrack,
yes,
that's what he's going to need.
And it works too.
It works.
So go out there and dig in the grass a little bit.
Well, not in the racetrack though.
No, not in the racetrack. They probably don't have no clover there.
It would then be Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell in the restart. Bell would take the lead. Kyle Busch would get loose and he'd drop back to like 7th or 8th.
What?
Yes, it happened. I'm not making it up.
Is he trying to make it exciting, or he just kind of play with them?
I don't know. Tyler Reddick and Bell for the lead, and that was an awesome battle. Reddick would take it, Bell would take it back. Then Kyle Busch would manage to make his way up to 3rd, and then it would be a fuel mileage race. None of the top guys could make it the rest of the way, but guys like Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, I believe Justin Haley, and Kaz Grala, they could make it to the end. They just did not need a caution, and unfortunately,
yeah, it's been very impressive if it did stay green all the way, and see what one of those could do, because it'd be very big for all of them to get their first win.
Yeah, fuel mileage races are always so exciting, but the issue is someone goes down pit road, runs out of gas, and just stops their caution, and then all of that excitement of it just fades away. I mean, there's still a little bit of excitement. Would people stay out? Not really, because they just didn't know how much fuel they had. So, what kind of strategy would we see on pit road? We saw a little bit of strategy with Kyle Busch taking just fuel, Reddick as well, and then, just being the veteran he is, goes down pit road just much better than everyone, gets the lead, and then cruises to a win, really.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. These all these teams try to push the envelope, and run out of gas, and brings out the caution, and it really hurts the ones that's really trying their strategy and making it work. It's just unfortunate for those teams that didn't get their first win.
Yeah, it was really disappointing because it was looking to be a really great race. We had like a lot of battles for the lead. It wasn't just one guy having his way with the field. We had, Bell doing really good. Reddick, probably the fastest car out there. And then Kyle Busch was just, he was right there lurking. But, we had the fuel mileage thing. It's like, what's going to happen? It's really exciting. And then it all gets thrown away just because someone's stopped on pit road.
Yeah, I kind of like the fuel mileage races because it's like intense. It's like, what's going on? They gonna make it? They gonna make it? It's like, it's just pretty crazy because it puts more excitement towards the end as to see how it works out.
And then the restart happens, and then
nobody
really goes besides Kyle, and it's just like it was a really great race up until the final restart.
Yeah.
Because just no one went, I guess, because of no tires.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Kyle Busch is one of the best at the restarts, and just keeps everybody sleeping, and they just can't keep up.
Yes, just that inexperience versus experience. It's going to happen time and time again in the Xfinity Series. But yeah, Kyle Busch does win again, his 3rd of the year for the Xfinity. Yeah. So not as dominant as the Truck Series, but
it don't matter how many laps you lead, you got to lead the very last one, the most important lap.
Yeah, which is really, really interesting because I don't think Kyle had the best car or truck in both races. It's just with that veteran experience, he was able to hold everyone off.
He somehow managed to get his car up there when it needs to be.
So very impressive to see that, but we'll see what he can do in the Cup Series race later today.
And we're looking forward to the next couple Xfinity races because there's no Kyle Busch.
Yeah, we can actually talk about something different on here.
Yes.
Because I believe
we know everybody else want to hear something else different too. So.
Yeah. It was impressive to see what Kyle Busch could do. Maybe he could learn something from the Xfinity cars. I think he could learn more out of the trucks than the Xfinity, but we'll see what he can do today in the Cup Series race.
Yes.
Which I think we might see tons of crashes in it as well.
It's possible.
So thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode, which will be later today, the Cup Series race review. So we'll see you then.